Wike has caught himself in trying to play the dirty game, and there are bruises now. Anjo Olaiya. Olaleko Anjolaiya, a political scientist and former PDP chieftain in Lagos State, who later defected to the Labour Party, has said FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has trapped himself in the Rivers State political crisis, arguing that his attempt to dominate the contest has backfired and left him bearing the consequences. Speaking on News Central TV, Anjolaiya said, "The struggle has shifted against Wike, making him the principal casualty of a feud he once controlled." He described the Rivers crisis as a purely political battle, driven by interest and power calculations, not ethnicity or religion. He framed the situation as a classic confrontation between a political godfather and his godson, noting that the dynamics changes after Governor Siminalayi Fubara defected to the APC. Anjolaiya explained that President Bola Tinubu's intervention now carries different implications because the governor operates within the ruling party, while Wike remains identified with the PDP despite serving in an APC-led government. He said observers are watching to see who the president will sacrifice for political stability. He rejected claims that the crisis is beyond President Tinubu's resolution. However, he stressed that Wike's influence has diminished since 2023, citing the fading relevance of the G5 bloc. Anjolaiya added that Wike's attempt to maintain dominance across competing political camps has proved unsustainable. In his view, the governor now enjoys strong support from APC. In his words, it's a situation where, in quotes or unquote, a dog is trying to secure two compounds. It's impossible. So Wike has caught himself in trying to play the dirty game, and there are bruises now, there are consequences now. And in all of these things, if you look at his interview, you'll be able to tell who the victim is. Today, the victim is not even the governor of Rivers State. The victim is Nyesom Wike. Victim is Nyesom Wike. I beg. Nice, Mike says Wike don't dance, so get the enter trouble. It's good for him. Chidima Okole says he thought Tinubu would trust an Ogogoro man. Emmanuel says Mr. Nyesom Wike is a politician with a deteriorating trend. I'm telling you. Always in the need for something bad. Christian Ifiadi says Wike is not the victim. He is, however, the loser. The writer needs to understand the meaning of victim. It means someone that has been wrongly treated or cheated. Exactly. Fubara is the victim here. Fubara is definitely the victim. Chinedu Gregory says Tinubu wants to nail Wike. Tinubu instructed Fubara to the camp. Victor Nana says that's the price for greed, wickedness, and avarice. I'm telling you, the greediness is too much. Not only you. Sizio Chinedu says no one can serve two masters equally and effectively. Wike has lost out in the mainstream of PDP caucuses, having been expelled, and he isn't a member of APC, which may be reluctant to enroll him because of his aggressive and dubious style of politics. Very, very aggressive. You want things done your way, by force, by fire. Now. Bamban Bint Abala says, I believe God will never let Wike get away with the dirty game he has been playing in Rivers State. He will surely pay some bare consequences for his actions. He does not know that President Tinubu is just sizing the two of them and observing carefully which side weighs heavier for his election victory. Period. Pressure says, I beg the bruise, no vex. I hope the blood dey rush well. George Kumo says, Wike go collect pass Malami and still being former governor. No be Naija will be. No champ. Gabriel says, Wike so much rated himself and equally sees himself as much higher than anyone in Nigeria except the president. He sees no one in both PDP and APC that he can subject himself to, hence he is now assuming himself as partyless. He's scheming to assume the emperor of Rivers State. That's exactly what he wants to do. Just as Tinubu is to Lagos, exactly. The luck of Tinubu in Lagos is not the same for Wike in Rivers State. Do you get? Exactly. Electrical says he's not bearing any bruises. He's working for the satanic government in power at the federal level, who we never voted for. Doomsday is fast approaching for them all. In the Oru Pencil, wasting Nigeria resources for nothing. Kanja Estate says, no peace for the wicked, yes, so he will learn in a hard way. Emeka says, straight talk, where is Okoro? Hausa, Okorocha? My people, my governor, my governor. Everything has time. Wike will come and go. Definitely. Definitely. Nature says soon he will vanish politically. Power, they said, is transit. You can never remain powerful always. By now he has learnt his lesson in a bitter way. At Basi's embassy says pride goes before a fall. His fall was imminent because of too much pride and arrogance. One day in this Nigeria, he will stand before judgment and give account of all these monies he's throwing around in Abuja land grabbing. Where is Malami today? Where is Okorocha? We shall see. Inyangete says, I concur with other commentators. Wike can't eat his cake and have it. God forbid. Ihaye Otobo says, Cancer Party has given him cancer. No be small thing. Was that powerful? Yes. Was that powerful? He who digs a pit will surely fall into that very pit. What goes around comes around. What you take pleasure in doing to others has come knocking on your door. Just patiently have a taste of the bitter pills. Aten Women JB says, Mr. Ezewo Wike has succeeded Jimbo himself into political wilderness. He is looking for avenue to rescue himself out, but there will be no way out. Bunwa says, thank God for the president understand who is true political game changer and a loyal fellow. He understands Fubara enter APC to shield himself, but cannot be trusted. He can trust Wike better with the highest number of lawmakers, even outside the government house. Wike kept his promises and delivered to President Tinubu the needed winning votes. We hear you. Dodo Team translates on daily basis. I used to say the ball is in the field. Let's continue watching. Mind you, Wike has warned that everybody should stay clear away from Rivers politics. You think that you are making too much of a noise just wait. I beg. Kerry says, you dirty game, let's call a spade a spade. He is kept in the office because of his dubiousness, and because this government is such, they can't call him to order or relieve him of his appointment, because a pot cannot call a kettle black. Birds of the same feather, they say flock together. Wike is a total mess and a disappointment, a big one. Okuka says, a man who has served his tenure still wants to dictate. You get how the sitting governor govern the state. Too bad of Wike. Chukwemeka says, Wike will work against Tinubu. It's definitely going to happen. Definitely. Julius also says, the fire thrower will eventually have to contend with a raging fire in his own house, ignited through his mistrowing. Yes, so he don't misthrow this time around. He makes so many moves that he can no longer move. As Aruna says, you guys use your comment to cause problem. As how now? Beg, let's hear what. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.